Last Saturday, I called upon our 7 young people, our youth group members, to come and join our first youth group meeting. Not this year, but maybe since we have been meeting in online. It was face-to-face meeting, and we gathered around the table. We ate food that I prepared. Sorry guys, the food was good, but the quantity, in terms of quantity, was not enough. So I think I failed. But next time I prepare good food and enough to feed all of you, I promise. And also, followed by we have a time to talk to each other about how we are, how are we at this time. So all good, Bianca, Oscar, and Jack, Joshua, Daniel, Ashley, and Isabella, all 7 members. They're quite, they look good and going well this time. And we also had a time to record the song called Lord, I Lift Your Name on High. You already watched it. I hope you enjoyed it. And then there was some time that we had a time to make a question, a typical question that I really wanted to ask them. But I'm not a good, I'm not a wordsmith. But I asked them to make their own, using their own words to make that particular question. Did you know that the 7 young people, they created 7 different questions, but the same different questions are asking the one simple thing about their belonging to this church. So I told my story to them, and then they thought, and then they wrote up the question. The 7 people had 7 different questions. So in this video clip, you're going to watch the video, their questions, and also their answering. They don't answer their own question, but they answer someone else's question. So I think it's a really good way to think about the church, their ownership or their place to belong, but using their own words to make the question and also answering that questionnaire. So I'm sure that you love that. These young people, they're brilliant. They are so smart. I think they're smarter than me. So please check this out. This is the sermon sharing. This is the message that we are sharing this moment.
I'm Isabella Lee, and I'm a member of the Baronia Park Uniting Church Youth Group. How do you feel to be a member at Baronia Park Uniting Church? Personally, I have always felt a strong sense of community and family within our congregation. I have been at the church since I was born, so I have really seen myself grow spiritually, mentally, and physically during my time here. As a member of this church, I feel very supported and connected to the other members of the congregation, and I know that I can always seek wisdom and advice from anyone. During my time here, I have gained a lot more confidence in myself, and I think that I wouldn't have had that if I didn't have the support that I do today. As I have gotten older, I have felt more responsible, and that has led me to take on and be a more active member of this congregation, and I'm very happy to be a member at our church.
How would you describe your experience at Barony Park Uniting Church? At first, from moving from one church to another, Barony Park felt different and felt like a place where I can be a part of a big family. Barony Park was also a church that inspired the youth to become people, to share God's word and allow their voice to be heard. As a pastor's kid, I felt like I had to get used to the congregation quickly, and it happened very quickly, with a very nice people and atmosphere. I very quickly felt like the pressure from being a pastor's kid had disappeared and I was just a part of the congregation of Barony Park. This really helped me to enjoy my time at this church.
I am a Barony Park Uniting Church youth group member. And my question is, are you happy that you made the decision to come to Barony Park Uniting Church? If yes, why? My answer to that is yes, of course. I am very happy. Although me and my siblings came because we followed our parents, and I just believe that God had such a great plan for my dad, minister, and because of that, I came, and ever since I came, I knew it was going to be a good time for how long my dad was going to stay here. But yeah, it was a really good decision, and I'm happy that I came. And like, ever since I came, the environment and the atmosphere in the church was just so welcoming, and it was just such a good place to be in. I didn't feel awkward. I didn't feel out of place. And just every step of the way up until now, everyone was just so nice and caring to our family, and especially me. And recently, as I finished my HSC, everyone was praying for me. Well, I hope, and they sending letters and sending greetings to my dad, and it was really, it touched my heart, yeah, and it was, yeah, I'm very pleased with the decision to come here. And I mean, even if we have to go to another church, I'm definitely going to be coming back here often, maybe once a month at least to check up. And yeah, it's just such a great place to be, and all the people inside, everyone in the congregation, and all the friends I've made through youth group and stuff like that. Yeah, it's been great.
Hello, I am Ashley Han. I am a Barony Park Uniting Church youth group member. The question I've received is, what would you describe BPUC as? The way that I would describe our church is that it is a community that views the same path to follow Jesus. It is a church that is inviting and draws participation into worshiping God. It is a congregation that maintains a friendly environment that others will be willing to be a part of. It is a community that is interactive and open to fellowship with other members. And it is a place where anyone can feel belonging thanks to the welcoming congregation. This is how I would describe Barony Park Uniting Church as.
What was your first experience like at BPUC? My first experience at BPUC was very different to my past experience at other churches. This is because the past churches I've been to were all Korean churches, so that was my first experience. And my first impression of BPUC was very fascinating and was a very new chapter of my life.